Hi, Shiva.
Morning.
We are going to talk about goal setting today.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to tell you about my new favorite magazine. It is Good Housekeeping. I told Jody that, when was it? Like, sometime in the fall, I lost my mind and I went to subscribe to one magazine and I ended up subscribing to like 20. I'm not kidding. Like, you saw that basket.
Yeah. They want you to subscribe to all of theirs.
And somehow Good Housekeeping wasn't on the list, or maybe it was, or I don't know. I've lost track of all these things, so like I don't know if I reviewed or what who knows. It was a moment of insanity. So I stole these 3 from my mother, this one and 2 others, when I went up in a couple of weeks ago. And I don't normally steal things to come home with me because we have enough stuff to bring home.
Stealing from your mother. It's reallocating family property.
Well, I did ask. I did ask if I could reallocate, and she's
There
like,
you go.
yeah, sure, whatever. But I wasn't sure if she was sure, but I took them anyhow. But these 3 magazines, all 3 of them had all this great stuff. So you'll probably be hearing more about them because a bunch of them had good stuff. So today, what was that? I think that was my iPhone. Shh. We are doing something. I talk to my iPhone. That's how much I love it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't
Don't
worry
worry
about
about
it.
mine. So there's some.
My journal.
If you have like a goal, I don't know. Do you talk about this in the jobs you've had? But when I've had jobs,
Yes.
a goal has to be concrete and it has to be
Measurable.
measurable. So
Corporate jargon.
these are the items, and Jody's going to make a goal while we do this.
I already have a goal.
And
I've been
I'll talk
blogging
about
about
it too. So it should be concrete. It needs to be measurable and time specific.
Okay.
For example, I want
Very
to
good
lose
at this.
5 pounds in 4 weeks.
Oh, mine was weight 2. Okay.
No, that's not my example.
That's
What the magazine
Okay,
example.
so my goal is 15 pounds in 15 days, which again is pushing it, because healthy weight loss is 2, maybe 3 pounds a week. So
15 pounds in 15 days or 30
I'm sorry,
days?
in 30 days. In 30 days.
Okay.
Yeah, so 15 pounds by April 15th, and today's March
15th.
15th or 16th.
15th. It's Dad's birthday. Hi, Dad. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
So that's
Okay, so that's a month.
That's
so
a
15 pounds in a
pound.
month.
That's a pound every other day. So you're talking like 3.5 pounds a week.
Yeah, so that's pushing
Not
it.
really encouraged, but
No.
we'll let her do it.
Well, I really truly started this earlier in the month, and I just haven't had any progress yet, so.
All right. Well,
Okay.
normally they don't recommend more than 2 to 3 pounds a week, but Jody doesn't always go
Let's
with the
adjust
flow.
it then. Let's make it 12. I'm going to
Okay.
say 12 pounds.
That sounds good.
Okay.
The next thing is it needs to be inner directed,
Huh?
which means
Oh, inner.
yeah,
Okay.
like you need to be doing it for you,
I am doing it for me.
not because you're comparing yourself to some ideal.
I'm
They
comparing
say-
myself to how I weighed before,
Mm-hmm.
which is my ideal. That's okay, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Like for my goal is I want to run another marathon. And I have a date, but I'm not going to talk about it because we have a vacation coming up, and I'm
Yeah.
not sure how that vacation and my original marathon goal are going to fit together. So more to stay tuned on that.
Okay.
But I am doing it for my own reasons because I want to do this again.
Okay.
Next, then third is harmonious, which means your goal shouldn't conflict with either your values or your beliefs or your life's purpose. And this is interesting because this is the example they give, and this is like my problem with my marathoning. So this is actually the example they give in the magazine. If you want to be a marathoner, but believe deep down that devoting so much time to running is selfish, that clash between your goal and your beliefs is going to inhibit your progress.
So time for your kids?
Yeah, it's not that I feel selfish so much, is that, because marathoning takes a lot of time. Not only is it the time you're off running, but then you finally get home and you kind of need to, it's not just the time you're out there. You need to spend a little bit of time before you go, stretching, eating properly, whatever. And then when you get back, especially on the days that you do your long run, it's another 45-minute cycle of, you got to eat within a certain amount of time, and you've got to stretch, and you've got to take a cold bath, and you've got to lay down for at least 20 minutes. And
Cold baths? Not a warm?
well, when you run really long, like 20 miles, I take an ice bath.
Really?
Yeah.
Ugh, we're going to have to blog about that.
Okay.
Because, wow, did not know that.
So, is your goal harmonious?
Yes.
Because I don't know.
Yes, it's just about adjusting my eating plan, which we're doing with the MUFA diet, and exercising more, which I'm
It's
doing
not
with the
affecting-
P90X.
It's not. I don't think it's affecting your values or beliefs.
No.
I wonder if they're going to talk about this, but we talk a lot about how dieting is hard, conflicting.
Diet.
Okay,
Lifestyle adjustment.
yeah. Sometimes I find lifestyle adjusting to be hard socially. Like you go to someone's house, like for instance, my mother-in-law made this macaroni and cheese this weekend. It was really good, and she was going on at great length about how nutritious it was, which I'm sure it was because she used all
Like wheat pasta?
low calorie, low fat, blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't something I was really eating on the MUFA diet or whatever. But I had 2 servings because it tasted good, and she's my mother-in-law. She made it for me, and thank you for doing that.
You feel a little obligated.
So
Seconds.
that's kind of like, I guess, in there. Next, it needs to be realistic. So,
Which we kind of talk about with mine. Is it realistic? And
Right.
it really wasn't, so I adjusted it.
and they say sometimes it, it took you years maybe to gain the extra weight that you don't want anymore.
Mhm.
So you're probably not going to shed it in a week.
No.
And, but they say drop 1 or 2 pounds in that time. And I forget to mention that these goals, I'm using them for anything, but
Sure.
these goals are meant for a weight loss program. This article is titled,
Wait, I gotta go. There we go.
Start Small, Lose Big. But I just feel like these
Still
goals,
learning the TV thing, the camera thing.
yeah.
Like, we should talk about this tree coming out of my head.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk about that for a second, because we're almost done with this.
Okay.
These goals are intended for weight loss. So start with a goal that's challenging. I feel in my marathon's challenging.
12 pounds along.
Without being, but it has to not be so ambitious you're going to lose sight of it.
Mhm.
Like, I want to run another marathon. I really want to qualify for Boston, but that's not going to happen this next marathon. And I'm not following the secret or anything, but the secret says put it out there and it'll happen. But I don't know how the secret feels about, like,
Pushing your body too hard?
or being somewhat realistic. But I know I'll
It's gonna feel right to you, I think. The secret would agree with that.
I think I'm going to qualify for Boston someday.
I hope so.
But
I
I
don't
don't-
watch you. I love
I don't
Boston.
think it'll be this next marathon because I just haven't put the time in. You need to pay your dues,
Mhm.
And last, you need to break it down into small steps, which I
Okay.
think you're doing.
I'm trying to, I'm going to log in or blog about my progress every week. I don't think I'm going to check my weight every day because I find that to be discouraging. I got on the scale today and I had gained a pound. But I've been doing this weightlifting program, the P90X, and when you're gaining muscle mass, all that kind of stuff.
my cat.
Oh, hi, Panda.
But
There.
I think that I think weighing yourself once a week is a healthy thing because us women can get obsessed with our weight, and it really shouldn't be a measure of our self-worth. Okay. I have broken mine into little steps of things I want to add to my running that will help improve, like doing weight training, doing the proper nutrition, recovery, figuring out how to deal with the fact I get so nervous beforehand I don't feel good, and all that stuff. So if you notice, I've got like one each week I'm going to focus on in addition to the running instead of being like, I got to take all that on at once.
Recovery, rest ritual.
Good. And then the last thing is there's something very powerful about committing a goal to paper. So Jody has her nice little journal here.
This is all I have so far.
I have mine
12
on,
pounds by April 15th. But it's written down. It's in black and white.
mine's on the computer because my husband said the other day that if I were to go wireless, it would be a major, or paperless, it would be a major turn on. And I do seek to turn on my husband, so.
That was a weird thing to say. I love JV. He's so unique.
He is, yeah. He's a crazy guy,
He said,
but
turn on. Look how little bit bright is today, honey.
I don't think he went quite like that. But
Listen,
I
shut
think
up.
when I use like computer terms with him, because I'm like, honey, I think I want to go paperless. He's like, oh. All right, I digress. So we're gonna wrap it up because we've been going on. But first, I want to tell you about the tree coming out of Jody's head. This was my daughter's nursery, and Jody so nicely painted murals for both my children. I'm gonna have to take pictures of those and post them later. Stop doing that.
I'm starting to show it off.
And my daughter's name is Paloma, which means dove. So that is a tree for the doves, and there's little doves roosting all over the room. But my daughter and my son are like this, like Jody and her sister, and they wanted to share a room. So now we got our den back.
And I have to do a new mural.
Yeah, we'll talk about that too.
We should totally do a video on that.
I know.
Even show progress. If you do
Oh
a
my
time
God.
lapse, we've got to figure out how to do
I'm
time
glad
lapse.
you agree because I already have it on the schedule.
Okay.
Alrighty. Bye, Shiva.
Set your goals. Want to hear your progress.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.